Dear Chongyun. Though he understands me quite well, one has to exercise caution when teaming up with him to go on a quest. He is making good progress in the martial arts, but I would say he hasn't quite internalized the chivalric code yet. He needs more practice. Especially at eating spicy food.
I do admire Xingqiu for his devotion to chivalry and his martial arts proficiency. However, I must warn you that he definitely has a mean side too. If you find that you fall foul of any of his antics, come to me and we'll form a Victims of Xingqiu alliance. There is strength in numbers. Oh, many of these are from my friend, Xingqiu. He's well-read and very knowledgeable. Not to mention he's always willing to extend a helping hand. He always provides me with lots of reliable information. If it weren't for my pure yang spirit, I would have already vanquished numerous demons because of him. I'm sure of it. I should find a chance to thank him personally. Yes, he always goes out of his way for me, but he never seems to mind and helps me all the same. Also, he often has something interesting to say. I'm quite glad that I get along with him. Sorry, I digress. With everything that's happened on the way here, I feel like we're forgetting something.
Chongyun, just look at the stunning scenery of Xingqiu village. If I could sum it up in one word, would you say exquisite does it justice? I think that.
I remember now. What about the demons? Quick, Xingqiu, get the ancient texts out. There isn't a moment to lose.
Careful now, Chongyun. Let's not rush into this. Just as tea is to be imbibed one sip at a time, these things must be done step by step. If we are too hasty and end up with enemies on all sides, even we, with our level of martial prowess, may find ourselves overpowered.
You do have a point. All right then. I'll take you at your word. Again.
Excellent. Now then, what was I talking about? Now I've lost my train of thought. Help me, Chongyun. What was I saying?
I've forgotten too.
I was bored with nothing to do, and thought I'd come out this way for a bit of reading. And then I thought, why not bring Chongyun along too?
Yes. I'm just along for the ride, really.
Now, which book to read today? Aha! How about this? Chongyun, pick a book, any book, and read it out loud to me, will you? That way, I can give my mind a rest.
Huh? That's why you brought me along?
Don't like that plan? Okay, then I'll read one for you. How about Young and Hopelessly Smitten?
Xingqiu, don't you think you have one too many frivolous books in your collection?
Okay. A Guide to Getting Ahead in Yujing Terrace. How about this one then?
Oh, really, Xingqiu?
Family rules stipulate that the supplies must be personally escorted by a family member. Because my older brother went last year, the duties have fallen to me this time around.
Oh, so what's Chongyun doing here?
Chongyun happened to be visiting, so I cordially invited him to join us for the journey.
Xingqiu said he learned the story about evil spirits from an ancient text. The text vividly describes the appearance and even the whereabouts of the spirits.
Anyway, when we arrived at the area, Chongyun sensed an ambush about to take place. Upon searching the area, we found a group of treasure hoarders. They tried to flee the moment we were upon them.
Everyone, my intuition tells me that there could be more than one group of treasure hoarders in this area.
More than one group?
Oh, you've got quite a keen eye too, Chongyun. Lady Kuching, don't fret about manpower. Chongyun, let's go lend them a hand in Xingqiu village, shall we?
Yeah, just leave it to us. We can handle a bunch of thieves.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit of a headache.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my share too. It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary conqueror of demons. Chongyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
Ahem.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Xiangling and Chongyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine. There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh? What?
Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Ooh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge sum of mora in the new year.
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness. Which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from evil spirits.
Huh? Now you're nominating me?
Xingqiu, you have to be honest.
Hmm? Honest about what?
How did you and Venti really meet?
Why are you suddenly asking that?
Huh? Aren't they book buddies?
Yeah, we met a few times at a book convention, that's all.
Oh, really? With that extraordinary demeanor and literary talent, he's definitely not just any bard. If he's someone that could hold his ground in a conversation with a consultant, he needs to at least be as talented as me.
Perhaps you're overthinking this matter.
Hu Tao, Xingqiu wouldn't lie to us.
Okay. I'll tell you the truth.
Huh?
Xingqiu.
I'm actually a fan of Venti's poetry. You all know that I love reading, and sometimes come across poetry from Mondstadt. Among those works, I admire the ones penned by Venti the most. Just as Hu Tao said, his artistry is the reflection of his personality, remarkable grace and exceptional literary talent. I guess Venti didn't tell you the whole truth back at the restaurant, because he didn't want to embarrass me in front of everyone. He's such a considerate person.
Yes, right. I can confirm that. When Xingqiu was busy with other things, he asked me to buy him poetry books in secret.
I see. That didn't sound like too much of a big deal. You could have told us right away.
Well, I'm telling you now, aren't I?
Oh, so that's your story. Forget it. Let's drop this topic. It's not often that the four of us are all together. What should we do next? Hide and seek, hopscotch, or some shopping?
Since there's 4 of us, why don't we borrow a mahjong set?